things are always made of the finest ingredients. Just a touch of this, just a touch of that. So how about a touch of France? Let's discover France, French and France in Ghana in a new episode of Touch of France.
Hello, bonjour, bienvenue, welcome to Touch of France, the show that tells you about France and France in Ghana. My name is Sophie Avé. I am the French ambassador to Ghana and a lover of all things about France and Ghana. Today, in this episode, we're going to talk about cars, a common passion between French and Ghanaians. And to talk about it, I found someone who loves cars. He's got plenty, but he is also, or maybe I should say proudly, he is a superstar here in Ghana. Let's find out.
My love for you would make me wanna take you to the promised land like Moses. They say who say they never know say, I never listen to no yesterday. They say who say they never know say, foreigners together we'll stay. Tell them say you will leave.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Wow, I got the MC who say
Yes.
already.
Thank you
Please
so very much. For
welcome to the show.
It's an honor.
Touche, I'm touched.
All right.
Please have a seat. Wow, welcome to the show, Stonebwoy. Thank you so much for being here.
I don't know if I should say thank you very much, Your Excellency. Thank you very much, Avé. Thank you.
Oh gosh. Well, I think there's all sorts of way, but it could be Sophie for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you
So
very much.
We'll talk and have a conversation about cars, France, Ghana, music, just after this short commercial.
All right.
As a man on a mission, I am constantly on the move. My work takes me to different places from all walks of life. In the process of time, I have met many successful people with different backgrounds and with different drives. One thing has been common among them all. Like me, they don't compromise on quality. Which is why each day as I leave home to face the world, I drive straight to the one place I know I can refuel for the day, because I am assured of quality fuel at an affordable price.
No more! Over the mountain of Victor. Mutai triple S.
Triple S no you're there.
Make them tell you. Factor social distance health.
Here at Dancehall, quality is affordable.
Dancehall Energy, clean fuel, friendly service.
Welcome back on Touch of France. I'm sitting here with Stonebwoy. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here.
Stone, it's just incredible. You're hardly 33. You're still a kid to me. And already you are a superstar. You swept every award possible. But there's so much more to know about you. So how would you describe yourself?
I'll describe myself as a young African,
Yes.
a Ghanaian, a proud one, of course. The mouthpiece of the youth, and a custodian of, the Ghanaian culture as well, and it gives me a lot of joy to know that a lot of people look up to me, and I also look up to a lot of people in making sure that we spread the vibe. And ultimately, I'm a messenger, I commute words.
Right.
And transport words.
And that's what
in form of music.
Your songs convey these messages?
Yes, true.
And how did you get into music? Were you always, as a kid, someone who loved music, or did it come later?
I was a kid who always loved music. I would say that I was born with music or into music.
Oh, really?
That is how it started with me, because if I didn't have a proof back then, I now have a proof, because my daughter can just make up songs. My son can just make up songs anytime, any day, effortlessly. So I now can understand that that was what I was, because I got the stories of my parents telling me how I was so very creative and very fun-loving with everything. And I think that height of creativity, can be felt in my expression, of my talent with the music that I do. So,
but then, music, conveying messages through music. Did you mean to convey messages? Because you could have done music with just singing whatever kind of blah blah blah. But you wanted your music to actually mean something and actually convey something.
True.
So when did you actually build this Stonebwoy who you are now?
Thank you. Music must always mean something. Whether you're talking about love, you're talking about hate. I'm just saying, just because of love and hate.
Yeah.
Whether you're talking about politics, whether you're talking about whatever you are, it must communicate a certain message. But I think I have found myself at a spot where, like you're saying, I could have gotten stuck somewhere and just sing music and don't have anything valuable attached to it. But I've decided not to waste a God-given in it, and also know that this is for a purpose. This is for the people. So when you pick my songs, you realize that every song speaks something, like from Tough Seed to Go Higher to One God to Pepper Them to Activate. The message is clear.
Oh, right. Okay, so I have to listen more to your songs. I only know a few, but I've got to get more into it. So the theme of the day is cars, and to start talking about it, it's about France as well. So let's see what the French do and how much they like their cars and what kind of cars they produce. Let's watch together Touch in France about cars.
The automotive sector is a major part of France's industry with a turnover of 190 billion euros. With more than 200,000 employees, it produces over 2 million vehicles locally and about 7 million around the world annually. The French automotive sector has a long history. Since the end of the 19th century, France has been a major player in the development of innovations for cars. For example, the Citroën Traction Avant became the first front-wheel driving car in history in 1934. In 1936, the Peugeot 302 Ellipse, Peugeot 302 Ellipse was the first car with a hardtop. One of the most sold cars in France was the Citroën 2CV, Citroën 2CV, made in 1948. 70 years later, you can still enjoy a tour in Paris with this car. The French automotive industry is going cleaner and greener with the support of the French government. In France, when you buy a car for less than 45,000 euros, you get a support of 7,000 euros. No wonder the Renault Zoe is the best-selling electric salon car in Europe with more than 300,000 units sold. Besides Renault, when one thinks of French cars, two brands come to mind: Peugeot and Citroën. The most exclusive car in the world, the 3 million euros Chiron of the French brand Bugatti, even if the name is Italian, is made in the east of France in the little town of Molsheim. This authority of France's automotive industry is intertwined with French people's passion for cars and automobile sports. You cannot present this French sector without mentioning the famous race of Le Mans, where cars race during 24 hours at more than 200 kilometers per hour. For decades, French cars and motorcycles have been racing in Africa for the Paris-Dakar. France is also strongly present in the F1 paddock with four-time world champion Alain Prost and with Renault, where Fernando Alonso won his titles. Side note, from 2021 onwards, the most famous French sports cars team is no more the Renault team, but the Alpine F1 team.
Yeah, indeed, cars is a big thing in France, and the French love their cars. Do you like cars?
I do like cars. Who doesn't like cars? As a little boy growing up, or even as a man, cars are the thing.
I might disappoint you, actually. I like a car to take me from one point to the other without breaking it.
Exactly.
But otherwise, I'm not too much into
cars.
So what do you like? The old cars? Do you like powerful cars, or what kind of? Or do you like fast cars? Which ones
for
are?
me, I think I like cars that can stand the test of time, as in with this with their design. Even I like fast cars also. And I like
So the design
huge
matters.
cars. Yes,
Huge.
I like the 4x4s, the trucks as well.
Okay.
I like those ones too.
So what kind of car? If you were filthy rich, what kind of car would you buy?
I'm not yet filthy rich, but
No, if you were, I said, if you were.
Yes, that's what I'm about to answer.
I didn't even say when you are. I said if you were.
Yes, and I was about to answer it this way, that we've seen people who are filthy rich, and they hardly. To me, it's like they do the fast cars, the very expensive ones, and most of their cars are customized. So that is how you know it's one of one. Sometimes they do only 100 pieces and all. So if I was filthy rich, I'd get me a customized car as well that nobody has.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. So you had a specially designed for you.
Specially designed for me.
Okay. And meanwhile, what kind of customization could you have for a regular kind of, I don't know, Renault or Peugeot car? Would you have a dedicated registration plate with your name on it, or?
Yes, if I can definitely afford a customized car, the plate should also be customized. It should be different.
And what would you like on your plate?
Maybe I say one GAD or Stonebwoy.
Oh, one GAD. Oh yes, one GAD. So that would fit in.
But recently, I may use something that is exclusive but nobody knows, because sometimes it gets tiring. Like realistically, when you're driving around Accra, everybody can figure it out that's you.
That's right.
So it gives.
That's the problem I have with my car with the flag on it.
Exactly.
Obviously, you can tell you cannot go incognito.
Yeah. So maybe I'll do a special number, but you can hardly relate the number to me. You know, henceforth.
Something that means something to you and you only. Right.
Exactly.
We have in France a young man who works in the cars, actually, in the Renault, and he sent us a little message. So let's discover him. His
message
name,
for me?
Yeah, for us, no problem for you. His name is Yao Asamoah Ado.
Wow.
Let's hear about him. He's a Ghanaian in France.
My very first time in France was in 2007, September 2007. I'm actually working as a digital marketing consultant, and in fact, my most recent job was a digital transformation consultant at Renault Trucks. I've been to quite a lot of EU countries, Germany, some of the major ones like Germany, UK, and all that. And I think France has the most comprehensive public transport system when it comes to buses, trams, metro, underground metro systems. I mean, you name it. For me, okay, when we talk about the traditional brands, Renault, Citroën and then Peugeot, I'd rather go for Renault because number one, I used to work for Renault, so I know the ecosystem very well. And then of the three, I mean, they are the most sporty of the three major brands. Renault are currently in Formula One. They've actually they really have a lot of investment in motor racing, and for me, I'm very passionate about motor racing, Formula One, and all the junior series. And yeah, so on that level, I would say for the major brands, I would say Renault. But then, if I really have to, I mean, pick the biscuits, you know, of the French automotive industry, I'll put it at Bugatti.
You would pick a Bugatti.
Honestly.
Would you?
Yes, why not? And to confess, I didn't know Bugatti was a French make.
Well, we're a bit shy about what we actually do. There's many things in this show that we are explaining. They are actually French, and people do not know.
I'm really surprised. I would have thought it was Italian.
Yeah, well, the name is Italian, but it's made in France. Have you been in France yourself?
Yes, I have.
So, what was it like? Where did you go?
It was nice, very, very nice. I missed the COVID and all of that, but I stayed right in the city center, 5 minutes away from the Eiffel, so I had access to go everywhere. So I've been to a few places. You definitely have to visit the Champs-Élysées.
You're telling me to visit the Champs-Élysées?
No, I'm saying.
Oh, right.
I mean,
oh, yeah, your viewers. You have to go to the Champs-Élysées.
Yeah, it's just like coming to Accra and not visiting Oxford Street in Osu.
That's right.
So
that's right.
I went on there as well. A lot of luxury shops over there, and I would love to see a thing or two and pick up some fine restaurants. Just roaming about. Sometimes I'm on a scooter and I'm enjoying the view and the architecture. Actually, one thing I kept talking about was the buildings are built in a unique way such that you feel like that's all there is. But when you go through the gates, there's a huge space in there now that you're seeing, And look
at you having fun with the scooter in the streets. And obviously you've been very busy.
Yeah, I did Trace. I did a few interviews as well. Trace, Africa Radio, and then what's it called? Be Black as well. I went on Be Black.
Oh wow! So it was a very, very busy trip. It was a business
busy trip and a lot of studio recordings. I mean, I had some studio sessions. It was packed. Every day was packed.
I can imagine. Yes. And did you try French food, or did you did you bring your Ghanaian food?
Yeah, I go with my Ghana with me as well, and I will try French food and went clubbing just to check out the nightlife. So I went with my wife as well, so we cooked banku and rice balls and
I think you managed to bring. Look at you! You managed to bring some Ghanaian food to France.
I told you guys, we don't leave Ghana and don't eat Ghana. Eat Ghana, wear Ghana, breathe Ghana everywhere you go, even in France. Yes, thank you for hosting us. Well, France. That's in Katinkwang. Yeah, that's. Tirai, Dice Mekel, it's called pepper. And dice shit up. Dice plantain chips. Dice banku. Dice banku. Shishe na bankuba. Amete shishe na bankuba. You see, it's going on.
Oh wow! So, but you still tried some French cuisine, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay, there's a dish that is more international than French. It is the French fries, but they call it French. So I've decided that we should show how to make them because it's quite a secret of the recipe. Let's watch how to make the very good French fries.
Wow.
Bonjour les amis, nous allons aller faire une petite promenade sur les quais de la Seine. Allez, venez avec moi, nous allons descendre les escaliers. Cette promenade au bord de l'eau m'a donné envie de manger des pommes frites. Des belles frites bien dorées et bien chaudes, surtout croustillantes. Regardez les belles sortes de pommes de terre, il y en a de toutes les couleurs et de toutes les tailles. Nous allons choisir celle-ci pour faire nos frites. Que ce soit des pommes frites ou des frites, version française, ou des French fries en Amérique, voire des chips au Royaume-Uni, il faut de la pomme de terre. Donc nous avons notre bain d'huile bien chaud. Et nous y mettons les frites. Il faut faire attention à ne pas se brûler. Et les voici. Après 5 minutes de cuisson, regardez. nos frites sont dorées et bien croustillantes. Tout comme Charles Baudelaire et Victor Hugo, qui adoraient à manger sur le Pont Neuf à Paris, ou en se promenant dans les rues vers 1855, nous allons nous aussi, avec un petit peu de sel, manger nos frites. Bon appétit!
Yes, bon appétit, the French fries. Do you know what? In France, we think they're from Belgium.
Oh,
So the dispute is we don't believe that the French fries were actually French, but they were from Belgium, but we just love them. Do you cook?
I try, to be honest, I try to cook.
Good.
If I want to lie, I'll say I cook, but
But you're trying.
I try.
Okay.
I can cook my rice and my stew, I can fry the plantain, I can do the...
Oh, that's more
the
than
ones
I
that I
can
love.
do.
The
That's
ones
more
that I
than I
love.
can do.
Wow,
Wow, you're going to teach
maybe
me.
contemporary stew as well, but the soups, they are quite complicated,
Well, obviously.
Here I give it all to the women. That's why we thank God for women in our lives.
Okay.
And in the world.
Okay. Well, let's discuss that during the short commercial break. Welcome back on Touch of France. I am here sitting with Stonebwoy. We were talking about cars, about France, and we were dancing actually on the sound of the music.
Need to know now. I love that song, yeah.
Oh, right.
I was telling the people over here and they're looking at me weird because it's not typical Ghanaian music,
Yeah, but you love every kind of music.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see where we were both dancing. I must confess. So, you were quite amazed that Bugatti was actually French.
Still, I'm amazed.
Right. So, how about we have a look at how they do and go and visit the actual factory where Bugatti is built, so you are 100% sure that it is actually French. Let's have a look at how they do those Bugatti. Right, if you two viewers would like to visit this amazing factory of Bugatti, you may wonder, how do I go to France? And how do I do if I want a visa? So here is the advice how to get a visa.
So you want to travel to France and need a visa? France is part of the Schengen zone. Hence, a visa to France gives you access to travel across all 26 Schengen countries. Never pass through an agency or intermediates. It is a scam. There is only one way to apply for a Schengen visa at the French embassy. There are various visa options. Make sure you submit a complete application. Make sure you have an appointment. Walk-in is not allowed. Do not submit fake documents. It is an offense and could put you on a travel ban. Plan in advance. Do not apply at the last minute.
Okay, only go to france-visa.gov.fr and nowhere else when you want a visa. Do you have a visa? Yes, of course, you were in France recently.
And I went through the same procedures.
And you did?
Nicely and cleanly.
Okay, well, great, thank you.
So I'm approve of that.
Good.
You know, that it says you don't need an agent or an intermediary or something.
Thanks for saying.
It's quite easy. It's quite easy if you are legit and you have the right documents. I mean, it shouldn't be a headache.
That's right. Thank you very much for saying, because many people get trapped with those agencies, and eventually they tell them that they can have visas easily, that they can provide everything. The agency, don't worry, we will provide your bank statement, everything. At the end of the day, every document is fake, and those poor people lose money.
Exactly. But is it okay to seek for assistance? Because it's not everybody who knows how to read and understand.
Yes,
some of the things.
But no one should ask you for money, because there's a steady fee and it has to go online on France-visa.gov.fr. Back to our cars. I saw your eyes enlightened when we were talking about speed cars, Bugatti.
Trust me.
Would you like to be a pilot on a circuit?
Pilot?
Yeah, a pilot. To pilot a very fast car.
Oh yes, why not?
We can do that in France, actually. In some places, you can, for a day, you get trained and people tell you how to do, and you are on a circuit and you can drive a Formula One.
I mean, I drive though. I mean, not to pat myself on the back, but a few people around me know that I can really drive.
Really?
So I would love to go for that. I would love to.
That can be interesting. Yeah, it's very safe because they actually tell you what to do.
So that means I can have you in the.
That means you can have someone next to you. That means you can have someone. Right, because I'm quite scared of speed, really.
Okay.
So I like a very safe car, and So, but I would watch you from the side.
Okay.
And very happily. You've been to France.
True.
We have discovered this Bugatti place. But of course, in the area of cars, there's quite a bit of things that we are doing in Ghana, and especially we mentioned those French cars that Renault, Peugeot. So you may wonder, do we have those in Ghana? So that's what we're going to show you now. France in Ghana. What are we doing in the areas of cars? Let's watch this.
In Ghana, you can have your own feel of French cars. Silverstar offers Peugeot 301, 3008, 5008 and pickup models, as well as Citroën C4 Cactus and C5 Aircross models. At Premium Motors, you can get a Renault Talisman, Sandero, Kwid, Logan, Megane, Kadjar, Koleos and Duster models. And these cars need fuel to run. Touch of France TV show's co-executive producer Bolare knows this too well. His choice of fuel company, Santal Energy, as revealed in this commercial he has done for the Ghanaian oil company.
As a man on a mission, I am constantly on the move. My work takes me to different places from all walks of life. In the process of time, I have met many successful people with different backgrounds and with different drives. One thing has been common among them all. Like me, they don't compromise on quality. Which is why each day as I leave home to face the world, I drive straight to the one place I know I can refuel for the day, because I am assured of quality fuel at an affordable price.
No more! Over the mountain, big salute. Munchen the triple S.
Triple S no you then.
Make them tell you. Factor social distance health.
Here at Dancehall, quality is affordable.
In 2020, Silver Star Auto inaugurated its new showroom. The French ambassador, Her Excellency Aunt Sophie Avé, commended Ghana's leading automotive distributor for reintroducing French brands Peugeot and Citroën with a range of more environment-friendly vehicles on the Ghanaian market. What about you? What's your favorite French car?
Yes, what about you? What's your favorite French car? I think I know which Stonebwoy.
Mine is the Bugatti.
Oh, yeah, okay, got it. and you want to try an on circuit and you would like me to sit next to, and I'm not going to, I'm going to watch you drive fast. So now we're going to take a short break and then we will speak French. You will teach me a bit.
For sure?
Yes, I will teach you a bit French.
Fine, fine. I'll speak all my French. Don't worry.
Absolutely.
I used to be a French teacher, you know.
Yeah. Okay. I take your word for it. Let's challenge you just at this. Okay, dear viewers, you heard Stonebwoy say that he was a French teacher, so let's
Did I say that?
No, didn't you?
Really?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, I was kidding.
Okay. Too bad, because I now remember that you said that you were good in French, so let's challenge you.
Yeah, I said I liked my French teacher.
Oh, you liked your French teacher?
Yes.
So you were good in
So
French?
at certain times I was like the French teacher.
The friend teacher.
The friend,
yeah, the
good,
friend
the French
teacher.
teacher.
Okay, I got it wrong. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to challenge your French, right?
Yes, please.
Okay, and you're going to teach me the words
in ever.
Oh.
Yes.
Ever.
Not in tree.
No, why
because I'm ever.
Okay.
So I think this will be an opportunity to also learn the ever.
Okay.
Because you've learned tree already.
Well, I've learned. Well, that's a big word. I haven't really learned tree, but I've learned a few words. So now in ever. Okay.
A few words in ever as well.
Okay. Well, did you know my name is actually there's actually some Avés in the Volta region, and they told me that my name meant
forest, because Ave.
Ave.
Yeah, A-V-E, they'll say Ave.
Ave. So I don't pronounce it right.
No, you pronounce it right for what it means. But when you go to the Volta region, they would see it as Ave, because Ave. So
Ave.
So Ave means forest.
Forest.
Yeah.
So I mean forest.
Yeah.
Okay. So since we were talking about cars, what's the French word for car?
Hey! I remember the car, when the teacher said it, I'm telling a true story. It sounded like vulture. And I was like, so I kept it. So voiture.
Vulture.
It's a voiture. Right?
Okay. So,
right?
so that helps you.
So it helps me.
Thinking of a vulture reminds you of voiture.
Of a car. So voiture.
Okay.
Right?
Voiture.
Yeah,
right?
voiture.
And you spell it O-I.
O-I and O-I. The O-I is O-I. I remember some little things, you know. O-I.
Wa.
Wa.
Like, just
Wa.
like WA. This is the reason why some names like Kwasi, for instance, you can see them written KWA here in Ghana, but in Cote d'Ivoire it's KOUA. So you have, it's just the same way of pronouncing it, but the different.
So I got it right?
Yeah, of course you got it right. Of course you got it right.
So I was a French teacher, I told you.
Well, you said you were. Oh my God, he's driving me bananas. So okay, so in every voiture, car would be et vous.
Yes.
Et vous. So the E is actually E.
Yes.
Et vous. Okay. So how about to drive? What would that be in French?
Drive. Driver or drive?
Drive. To drive. The verb.
Is it? The driver, I know the driver is conducteur. So
that's right.
Conduire.
Conduire, yes,
Conduire,
that's right.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, it's so good. It's so good.
I told you.
So you taught me that to drive is, and I get it wrong with this. Couvu?
Couvu, yeah.
Couvu.
Drive car. Couvu, literally. Couvu.
Oh, couvu. Oh, that's easy.
Couvu is drive.
Oh, okay. Couvu. So and the driver is vous coula.
Vous coula.
Where do you lay the stress? Vous coula.
Yes.
Vous coula.
Yeah.
Okay. So you said you like the speed. So how do you say speed in French?
If I get this one wrong, vitesse, right? Because I just came back. I was telling the driver to speed up because I was getting late. I had it in my head.
Vitesse, that's right. Speed, that's right. Vitesse.
Got it. Vitesse.
That's right.
Speed.
And then is it Duji?
Yes, in Ewe is Duji. Yes.
Yeah, Duji.
Yes,
Duji in Ewe. I was
like,
about to say Jeju.
Duji, no Duji, or do. So it's definitely the same. Yeah.
Duji. Okay.
Speed.
Duji.
Okay.
Duji, speed. So what's the road in French? The road, like the big road, not the street.
Oh, as for road, it's route.
Route, that's right.
Yes. Route is road.
Route, absolutely. Absolutely.
And that's common. Sometimes they say, "Oh, I'm en route." You know, and if you
en route, that's right.
If you're speaking English, like I'm on my way.
Oh,
and
yeah.
on the way is somehow lengthy, so you just say en route.
Okay, so that was an easy one. So that was a
French teacher. I told you guys.
Okay. So, well, okay, but taxi is an easy one because taxi is taxi, right?
Everywhere.
Okay, taxi is everywhere, even in Ewe. Taxi, that's fine. Okay, but how would you say taxi? Are you available?
Wow. Hey, I've seen some people laughing already. This one, the taxi, I'll get that. And are you? You is vous.
Vous.
Vous êtes. Are you?
Yes, vous êtes. Yes.
Vous êtes. And available is the word. So available could be libre, could be, so vous êtes libre, right?
Oh my God, he is a French teacher.
Man.
She or he must be super proud of you. Well done. Now, are you going to do as well as Stonebwoy? Are you? So let me see. What's my quiz for today? There's a French word that is car. What does this French word mean? What does car mean in French? So is it a car? As simple as that. That's the option 1. A coach, that's option 2. Or is it a truck? That's option 3. So if you think you've got the right answer, you dial 1, 2 or 3 at 1788. 1, 2, 3, 1788. And today, if you've got the right answer and you're the first to give the right answer, you will get a dinner for 2 at La Chaumière, French restaurant, so you can enjoy French food, French gastronomy. Okay, get the right answer, 1, 2, 3, 1788. Wow. Indeed, I had great fun with you. So I want to thank you and give you a little present. So I thought that when you are in a concert, you may be thirsty and maybe you want something cool.
Oh, that's for me.
This for the 14th of July, for the National Day.
Wow.
So you get to learn some French as well.
So it's 4th July, right?
2021.
2021.
Okay, and since you are so good in French, what does that mean?
It says A, Saira, 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 right?
Uh-huh. That's befa, befa, befa.
Did I pronounce it well?
Exactly, you pronounce it perfectly well.
Told you guys.
Told you. Yeah. It
Take
means...
your friend seriously.
And this is for you.
Wow, keep this going.
That's the t-shirt of the show Touch of France.
Wow, thank you so
with
much.
a French word touché.
Touché, touch.
Touch.
Touché.
Yeah,
Touché.
we actually say it in English.
Yeah,
it's a French word,
touch,
but we don't
touché.
really use it in French.
Wow.
We don't say touché.
So, but what do you guys say in French if you want to say touch?
We don't say touch. We just don't say touché. We say exactly or something like that. We say exactement. We don't say touché. Well, I'll have to think of it for next time. I will let you know. But we don't say touché as much as you do.
All right. So touché. Thank you very much. You have touché my heart.
Oh,
with
so
this
cute.
one. I'm so grateful. I'm going to wear it, and you guys are going to see the videos, the posts. I'm going to tag you up. I'm going to tag the Touch of France. God bless you so much, the crew and everybody.
Thank you.
I love this. Let me pack it neatly, and
so you're good at that too. Oh, okay. I've got a whole drawer to pack neatly if you'd like. Stone, thank you so much.
Thank you very
now,
much.
will you have the very last word? It's for you. What would you like to tell our viewers?
First and foremost, I'd love to say travel is a part of education, and it's good to actually take our French lessons seriously, because language has become a barrier, but when we're able to communicate, and in communication we can be able to trade, to deal and everything. And also I like to say that French can only be taught mostly in our schools, so let's pay attention to education from the grassroots, especially in the rural areas. These kids are suffering. I've seen videos